Hey everybody, and welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Wednesday. Could somebody hump for the Xbox Series X?
Oh, look at him go.
Oh my
Damn.
goodness.
Brian's got that wagon, huh?
That was more spine, less ass. Yeah.
Anyway, that's a hump for the Xbox Series X and its little sibling, the Xbox Series S, the one that gets the Mad Catz controller.
You might be aware that both consoles officially went up for pre-orders yesterday, and in just a few short hours, poof, gone. Like dust in the wind, like tears in rain.
Like Kaiser Sose and Kevin Spacey's career.
Tears in the rain. Yeah, it seemed a little bit more orderly than the PlayStation 5's disorganized scramble last week, especially in terms of the announcement, but the end result was ultimately the exact same. Lots of people wanted one, but sadly there weren't enough to go around.
Yeah, just like with the PS5, there was a massive stampede to all sorts of retailers' websites once pre-orders went up. And of course, there were the usual sorts of issues with people seeing broken sites, instant sellouts. So yeah, it was the same amount of big mess.
The site Tom's Guide reported that basically every website offering the consoles was overloaded with weird error messages and bugs. Bugs? It was like the mummy ride. Scarabs came out of the wall.
Let's give some examples. The pre-order button didn't work on Target's site. That's a problem. Or sometimes it would say you had too many items in your cart, even when you had none. Even Jeff Keighley got targeted by Target.
He tweeted a screenshot of his Target checkout, which said, "The maximum of quantity of this has already been added to your cart," with the caption, "Cool Target, but I have 0 in my cart."
But it wasn't just Target. Best Buy's site would say the console was available, but then wouldn't add it to your cart. That sucks. Walmart would let you add it, but then would later delete it. Also, it kind of smelled like pee. GameStop's page crashed. Amazon had lots of error screens. The Microsoft store was slow and sometimes wouldn't accept your payment information. It was totally down a few times. So yeah, Microsoft does not have a leg to stand on to act superior in any way about this.
It was frankly dumb that they thought that they could.
Yes.
Because it wasn't even in their hands. It was in everyone's hands.
Right.
Why did you think you could control everyone?
Well, and the one that was in their hands, the Microsoft
mad?
Store.
Still went down.
Also, yeah.
All this happened despite Microsoft taking a dig at the PS5 pre-order chaos last week, tweeting, "Don't worry, we'll let you know the exact time pre-orders start for you soon." Oh, you tried to order a PS5? Well, don't worry, we won't make such a mistake. I hit my pants!
So, yeah, maybe don't take those kind of shots when your own store is a dumpster fire the instant pre-orders start. Seems pretty,
As Jeff Grubb of VentureBeat put it, Microsoft never should have even gestured towards PlayStation pre-orders. This just makes it look like cheap sniping. You had to know it was going to go bad for Xbox as well. Honestly, it does feel like they had to know.
So yeah, even though Microsoft tried to be orderly about opening up pre-orders at a predetermined date and time, still a mess. But Microsoft, ever the optimist, declared victory anyway. They said it was a historic day, tweeting, "We're humbled by the record-breaking demand for the Xbox Series X and S. Huge thanks to everyone for the excitement."
They added that for those who weren't able to get one, to expect more consoles to be available on November 10th, which is the date of the official launch.
But as of today, good luck finding one because they mostly seem to just be gone. We'll talk more about the mad rush to pre-order an Xbox, but first, let's talk about mad rushes in your pants. God damn it. Today's episode is sponsored by Blue Chew.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, remember the days when you're always ready to go? Oh, I remember those days so long ago. Now you can increase your performance, get that extra confidence in bed. BlueChew.com is where you need to go. That's blue, like the color blue. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. You can take them anytime, day or night, full stomach, so you can be ready to go whenever that opportunity arises. You can also arise with that opportunity. You like that? I just thought of that. Blue Chew is prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office or wait in line at the pharmacy. It ships right to your door in a discreet package. They're made in the good old US of A, and since Blue Chew prepares and ships direct to you, they're cheaper than a pharmacy. No awkwardness. You don't have to talk to somebody at the pharmacy and they'll be like, "What's this Blue Chew you're ordering?" You're like, "It's none of your business." That's what it is. Here's what you need to do, guys. We got a special deal for you. Visit BlueChew.com. Get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code Inside Gaming. That's all one word, Inside Gaming. Just pay $5 shipping. Again, that's BLUEChew.com. Promo code Inside Gaming to try it for free. Thank you, Blue Chew, for sponsoring this video.
Okay, we're back. So while Xboxes are in short supply right now, there were also the usual suspicions that scalpers were using bots to snap up as many as possible.
True or not, we saw tons of listings for Xbox Series X's on eBay this morning, one of which was selling for $1,200. You, whoever that was. Also, worth noting, it's not even a pre-order. It's like an eBay listing for a pre-order. This is where the hype culture really sucks, because everyone gets all lathered up by the latest and greatest thing, and then entrepreneuring young individuals it up for everybody else.
Microsoft's confusing naming conventions with Xbox also did create some issues. I really wasn't sure if this was going to happen. I was like, people get it with the DS and the new DS and the DSi and the DS Lite. People get it with iPhones. Turns out that may not have been the case with the Xbox One. The game dealer Andrew Alerts tweeted a screenshot of the Xbox One X 1TB console, and its sales rank had gone up 747% yesterday afternoon. So it's a safe bet that at least some people got confused, thinking they were buying the new Series X.
I think that was from Amazon. There is a caveat that people brought up. The One X has been out of production for months, so you would think there are not that many of them floating around still, so we might not be talking about that many in the grand scheme of things. And people were like, oh, the sales rank isn't actually sales, it's just people going to the page, which I'm not sure is actually true, but that's what other people were saying. But I will say, I did check this morning on US Amazon. The One X was the #1 bestseller in Xbox consoles, so with just a few left in stock, so I don't know.
Sony's naming convention, it might be boring, but it is less confusing. Anyway, as Andrew Alerts pointed out, wow, do you think they knew when they named him that? That's amazing. As Andrew Alerts pointed out, Microsoft has put themselves in a weird position now with all of the various names they've used for the Xbox. There was the first one, then the 360, then the Xbox One, then the One X, now the Series X, and then there was the One S, and let's not forget the Series S now.
As he put it, then what do? You can't go Xbox 2 because Sony has PlayStation 5 and 2 is less than 5. That matters a lot when non-gamer parents are buying consoles for kids, but also the more confusing you make it, this is what happens when parents
I guess
are buying
they don't
consoles.
necessarily care though, because they're still making sales.
It is a little confusing. I would have just skipped ahead, called it the Xbox 6.
Not a big deal. So yeah, the Xbox Series X/S had a rough pre-order cycle, as expected. I don't know that anyone expected this to go smoothly, including at Microsoft. It wasn't quite as crazy as the PS5 pre-orders, when a lot of retailers jumped the gun and just started selling them immediately, even though we were told we'd get heads up. But it was still pretty bad, and it makes you wonder if retailers actually care that customers had all these problems at all, because these things happen a lot but never get fixed.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Target or Best Buy, they're still going to sell out of all their pre-orders no matter how bad of an experience a lot of people had. They clearly don't seem interested in beefing up their site's capacity just to deal with a few big spikes every now and then. Like, it's fine.
Some people just decided that the best course of action is to wait until November and try their luck then, which is most people's only course of action now.
Games journalist Tim Rogers tweeted, if you're having trouble pre-ordering a game console online today, just do what I'm gonna do. Purchase one of the tens of thousands of readily available PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series X's a couple days before their respective launches by clicking Add to Cart in Amazon.
Yeah, and you've got to assume that both Sony and Microsoft are now beefing up their production to try to meet demand by launch date. We've already heard little bits and pieces about this, about how extensive they're getting with shipping and all that stuff. But then again, it simply may not be enough. Lots of consoles in the past have had huge shortages. The Wii was notoriously short in supply for months and months after it launched, and so is the PS2. Frankly, pretty likely, I think, that will happen again.
Oh, yeah.
This is something that sadly happens with console launches. This isn't the first time that has happened, and it won't be the last, but 2020 has an added wrinkle. I'll tell you, it's added a few wrinkles to my face, you know? It feels like it's been more than 1 year.
Right.
And it's like I'm older because of, anyway.
Somewhere.
But with COVID affecting supply chains this year, it's entirely possible that we'll see shortages of all the next-gen consoles come this holiday. We all might just have to chill out, play through our backlogs, and wait.
Quick tip, if you can't get an Xbox, check out Comp USA.
Circuit City might have a couple on the shelf.
Circuit City, that's another good spot.
Well, I'm going to go buy KB Toys and get
I'm
mine.
going
There
to
you go.
suggest, if you can't find one, maybe hit up Patrick's mom. No, I'm useless.
No, don't say that. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Thursday. We're still dealing with the fallout from Sony's big PlayStation 5 conference yesterday.
Sony finally revealed the launch dates and prices for its new console and its disc-free buddy, its sidekick. And we got to see several games coming to the PS5.